The Nome of Abydos. Introduction for all Egyptians. Ancient Egyptians lived along a very narrow band of land that was made fertile by the Nile River's yearly flooding. They called this land Kemet, black land, for the dark color of its earth. All else was Deseret, red land, for its red sands and scorching heat. Another name for ancient Egypt is Tamara, the land of the inundation. Inundation means it's another word for the flooding of the Nile River. From earliest times, ancient Egyptians unified neighboring villages into city-states called a nome. Each nome had its own government, capital city, protective god or gods, temple, carefully marked boundaries, records on the amount of farmland and canals, and a standard, which was a portable sign or flag. About Abydos. You are a member of the nome of Abtu, the 8th nome of Upper Egypt. Its capital city was Abet, another better known by its Greek name of Abydos, now known by its Arabic name of el-Quab. The sign of the 8th Upper Egypt nome was a hill-type shape surmounted by 2 feathers. Here is the hill-shaped with 2 feathers. Abydos was the favored burial ground of Egyptians for over 3,000 years. It was thought anyone with a tomb or a monument in Abydos would share in Osiris's resurrection. Each year, a great festival would be held reenacting the myth of Osiris. Gods of Abydos. Osiris, Isis, and Horus were the triad of gods for Abydos. All Egyptians tried to make a pilgrimage to the main cult center in Abydos sometime in their lifetime, or, at the very least, to be buried there. The myth of Osiris, told of a pharaoh, beloved of Isis, who was killed by a jealous brother Set. Set cut Osiris into 14 pieces and threw the pieces into the Nile. Isis collected the pieces and, using magic, raised him to live again. After his rebirth, he begot his son Horus, who later avenged his father. Osiris became symbolic of the hope for rebirth.